In the 70s, it was alcohol, then it was cocaine, it was blah, blah. In other words, the link is there. Again, we go back to identity. Who am I when I'm having sex that I'm not when I'm not having sex?
We're using it to define our sexuality.
Or who do I need to become, and what do I need to get me there?
My favorite mode of ingestion, I did it all. Every way you could do it. I shot up a couple times.
I love to smoke it.
Or slamming.
I've snorted it. I've done booty bumps.
Booty bump is just putting crystal meth up inside your anus.
Snorting crystal meth.
It dissolves very easily in warm water.
You do it when it's in the rock form.
You don't need spoons.
And you just put it inside of the pipe.
You mix it with warm water.
Line it up.
You don't need fire.
If I had $1 bill, which I most likely did.
You don't need cooking.
People do it in light bulbs.
I would roll up anything that would roll up.
Just put the crystal meth in the syringe.
I would snort it.
They'll break the light bulb and they'll use that.
Or you can just sort of put the water into the baggie.
You hold it underneath of the...
Inject it into the anus.
Just burn it.
And then they'll just sort of put it up your butt.
To be honest, I don't remember the feeling or the rush of it anymore.
It brings out the chemical reaction of joy.
I just remember that I would just keep ingesting it, and of course I'd be high.
But one of the things is that I heard repeatedly, and this is true of alcohol or cocaine, I think maybe I heard it more in terms of crystal methamphetamine, is that the drug is the love affair.
You know, knowing that was in you, and
I had transitioned to a point where it was about the drugs because the drugs was synonymous for sex for me.
And just the sensuality of the smoke.
Once I had the crystal in my body, I was basically having sex.
The drug is the love affair.
My first actual use of it was nothing.
It was not an instant addiction for me. I tried it once.
Like, it was just, here's a line, and I took the line.
It wasn't really quick.
The secondary effect was like, oh.
I was able to use it sporadically.
I remember being in the bathhouse and walking to go use the restroom.
I just remember I was up for a long time and I walked home.
And thinking, this feels awesome.
I never thought it was a problem.
To just walk to the restroom.
It was recreational drug use.
And then he asked me if he could pee on me. And I was like, okay.
I started using once a month.
But for some reason, I didn't keep going.
There was no conscious choice to sort of actively use this for any reason.
And I tried it again, and it didn't stick.
Then it became once a week.
Probably the third or fourth time I tried it, it really stuck.
Then it became any time I had a day off.
I don't think anyone is exempt from it.
Even when I started shooting up, I would shoot up like very little.
I was a binge person who would go for a full entire week and have sex with as many people as possible, and then I'd get sober.
But the side effect was that over the course of time, thinking there was no danger in it.
Most of the guys did not know what they were getting into when they started it.
I realized that there was danger in it, and the danger was definitely in the fracturing of my soul.
There's so many similarities in people's stories when they talk about crystal meth.
Before I knew it, I was, 139 pounds.
You don't want to lose your ATM card because, you can't get cash any other way.
Until I got addicted, and then I was like, all about that.
You can lose everything else in your life, your dignity, your house, your car, but just keep that ATM card because otherwise you can't buy more drugs, and then what are you going to do?
I laid there in the debris of what my life had become.
Psychosis, people going crazy, nerve damage.
The drug stopped doing what it was doing.
Toward the end, it got to where I could do 4, 5, 6 lines and I wouldn't even feel it.
Because of the amount of drugs I got to the point that I had to do to feel something.
And I was convinced that the drugs were fake.
The drug just stopped working.
Because I just wasn't feeling it anymore.